työkoneen.
Joo. Looks like everything works.
En mä muistanut, että toi pukkajuttukin on noin makeeta.
So where do you wanna go? Where do you wanna go?
I guess we're going to Argus thingy.
Argus thingy? Sure. Start out with the basics. You wanna check if this works?
What is this?
Well, it's me streaming.
Oh. Oh. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're testing this out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I'm streaming it to YouTube actually right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it.
Trippy, right?
Yep.
I doubt I'll get any viewers, but at least I'll stream, okay? And then maybe I can take up this content and, you know, cut it up. And, you know, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. You get footage, you get, experience
Yeah.
how the whole thing works. So.
For sure. I'm going to Dalaran. Why am I here?
I am in Dalhard, but why am I not flying though? Miksi mä näkyy täällä vendoreja? Eikö tää enää oo vendoreja vai lataaks tää vain niin hemmetin hitaasti?
Se voi olla, että sieltä tulee sitä downloadia siihen peliin.
Joo. I have so much anima again. I'm very tempted.
Maybe I should put some other windows there too. Maybe I should like do like a Destiny stream right there.
You do like playing mini games at once, like
Yeah.
browser games and stuff.
Hallow's End is live.
Yeah, just started a couple of days ago.
Yeah. We should probably do some Hallow's End content. What's in Hallow's End?
Well, there's the horseman normally, but usually they don't update the gear that you get from those.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just the same. Not really worth. Unless you want to transfer.
Unless it's like a really your gear is shit. If your gear is literally shit, you should go to Transmog. I do that.
Yes, but I don't. You mean how that?
Yeah.
But I don't even know what item It's always something you should check from MMO Champion, or at least used to be. I'm not sure anymore.
Wow, that's a very nice shell out on my stream. Okay, stop.
Well, is your mic right? Or do you have voice activation?
Yeah, of course I have voice activation right now. I should probably change that though.
No, it's fine. We can do some dialogue stuff. And everyone can hear the children's shows because we are pathological screen starers. Right?
Yeah, I now know how to do it, I think. But I won't do it yet.
we have interesting discussions like, is that a fuzzy bear in a kid's show a girl or a boy?
True. It's one of the things that we do.
Could be non-binary though.
Maybe. Or maybe they change every day, you know?
Yeah, fluid.
Fluidity. You know, the fun thing about fluid is that it can osmose.
Osmosis?
Yeah.
Gender osmosis.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we cancelled already?
Maybe. But I just think it's funny that they use the word as like liquid, kinder, like yeah, fluid, fluid's osmose, yeah. Did you know that cats osmose too? There's a funny picture, an old picture where there's two like cat rests, and the cat is kind of like osmosing between the two cat seats.
Yeah, I can picture that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, cats are fluid, right? They fill the vessel that they're in.
Yeah. That's what osmose means.
Well, actually, I think that's... No.
Yeah, that's gas.
Well, actually...
Actually...
Osmosis is the penetration of the...
Okay, stop talking about penetration, okay? This is a kid-friendly stream.
I know what osmosis is in Finnish. It's really hard to think of what it is in English. I don't know. Nesteiden imeytyminen puoliläpäisellä kaulalla. Right?
Stop. I can only get so wet.
So fluid, right?
Yeah.
I can finally get an audience for my puns.
Yeah, the funny thing is that probably what will end up happening is that people will start requesting you to stream because you are the funnier one out of us.
I highly doubt it. But again, I mean, stranger things have happened, I guess.
I mean, I am wearing a Stranger Things shirt, so.
I mean, it's also Halloween soon. No, wait, we're not getting any more Stranger Things anymore this Halloween.
No, we're getting it next year or something.
Yeah. Are we getting something from the people who make the Haunting franchise? I think so. Yeah?
Maybe.
Yeah, I've heard something coming out, but it's different. I loved it when we watched The Haunting of Hill House, pulling all-nighter, even though we had small kids.
No, I think the kids were somewhere.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we had an evening to ourselves, and we spent it watching.
Okay.
We spent it watching. We only had one kid at that time.
Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe I was pregnant though. I don't know.
No, I don't think you were. So we had one evening to us, and we used it watching all-nighter, pulling an all-nighter on the first Haunting.
Yeah,
The Hill House.
It was so good. Oh.
I got so bored in the middle because it was so slow paced that I didn't watch the. Yeah.
Family drama is part of it. It's very good.
Yeah. Okay. There was enough drama in my house. Okay. I don't need any more.
You don't need a horror.
No, I don't. I really don't. I could do without one. Yeah. We can talk about ongoing topics. Things that are happening, popping.
It's really getting on the list. You're right.
Yeah. Which one do you want?
Mine. I don't think I do mine. Oh yeah, you put them together anyway these days, so what's the point?
They do start to do some increased damage if they're together, but
it's not as bad as them not taking damage. I just wonder what's that big impressive rune.
The male one?
The purple rune that comes there again.
Oh, it's probably something.
Yeah.
I never raided this place when it was
The
current.
problem with these Transmog runs.
I mean, yeah.
It's not really the same experience.
Is it Siphon Corruption? No. Weight of Darkness, maybe? Destroyer's Boon?
We are making our way to the elevator box.
So this is a really old joke. I should probably explain it. I think as a guild, when we did raid, we had most deaths to any elevators.
People are notoriously...
Missä? Tapassa. No, sit se on siinä.
People are notoriously prone to going up, like AFK.
Well, not only the AFK is not the only problem. People would be just like running, and this elevator has mass, so it kills anybody underneath. So this is the most deadly elevator of all.
It does kill you if it lands on you.
Yeah, I think we demonstrated that once. I think I just debated on it because this was like way thicker than your normal.
It came down fast.
Okay, yeah, it pumps up and down real fast.
True.
I really need to get Blade Storm so I don't get stunned by these things.
Oh, you still haven't respawned?
Yeah, my spec is all over the place. I think this spec was used for like soloing the towers. That's why I made this spec. I mean, why change it? The new talents are on their way anyway.
But then we'll have to make a spec for every occasion.
Sure. But it'll be fast.
Will it though?
Sure. Got Mage Cloak.
I don't think it will be fast for me.
What'd you get?
I will probably end up going on Icy Maze quite a lot.
You're not listening to me, are you?
No.
I asked you, what did you get as for loot?
Oh, the thing we come here for?
Yeah. Did you get any cool new Instagram filters?
No, everything I've gotten so far I've already had. Nothing for you either.
Did you see anything for me, on me, that you would have wanted?
Hello there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, you checked.
Hello there. My wife came up with a new term. We're doing Instagram runs.
Instagram runs?
Yeah. We're doing Transmog runs for looks, and Instagram is all about like portraying your looks and whatever. Also, I moved on to YouTube streaming. I'm streaming on YouTube.
Oh. Oh, where's your channel? I gotta subscribe.
It's my first name and last name on YouTube, I think.
Oh. Oh yeah, I did look up your YouTube a while ago.
I was thinking that I would actually stream also our D&D stuff.
Oh.
Should be fun. Lazy.
You are not sure. All I'm getting is ASMR for some reason.
I am ASMR.
And a game called Ransom Escape.
Ransom Escape. It probably isn't letting you search for it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to really quickly like start this, so I didn't like read all the things, so that I wouldn't be able to stop myself with like doubts and shit. I just wanted to go.
Oh,
for
there's
it.
a space. That's where it was tripping up. Amazing. Scribed. Take the jacket off. I'm home late. I had a dentist appointment today for teeth cleaning.
Oh, nice.
But they also did like routine X-rays and stuff. One of my teeth has like a really small, like soft spot, but it's on the side of the tooth, which means if I leave it for too long, if it grows at all, it'll be really close to the nerves.
I need to.
So,
I need to also go show my teeth.
Filling.
Some sort of professional.
Oh. Nice. I acquired Darksiders Genesis.
Already? You didn't
I
start it,
picked
did
it
you?
up. I haven't started it now. I just bought it.
Well, we'll stream that too, okay?
Amazing. I did some research on it because of the way it's an isometric. It's like the first thought is, oh, this is a Diablo style game. It's a loot game. No, it's just a Darksiders game, but it's isometric.
Yeah, that's what I know about it as well. It's a it's an action RPG stuff thing.
Mm. I also learned that in classic Darksiders fashion, the abyssal armor pieces are hidden across all the levels, but you can't get them unless you come back later with traversal items you get later in the game.
Oh yeah. That wasn't the case for Darksiders 1 for the abyssal armor, but all the best enchants you had to go back to like previous shit, and like there was no way of knowing. Like I think I naturally found one of them, and then I looked them up and I was like, wait, these are a thing? These are a thing?
Yeah.
And then like cast you get this like a sort of a portal gun later on in the game, in the first game, and then there are these like
Fury's legendary enchantment was always the most annoying one to get to.
Which one was that?
It was the one in the tower where you get the portal gun.
Oh
and
yeah, I remember. Actually, I found that naturally. I think
never found it until I looked it up, and the main problem with it is you can't get back into the tower once you're done.
Yeah, no, you can't. Yeah.
So if you miss it, you have to go into New Game Plus or start a new game entirely. Oh, there's one called Ravager. That's kind of funny. Oh, it's the one you bridge. Or what was Fury's one? Oh, it was Wrath leeched on every weapon strike.
Yeah.
Oh.
When I played through the first game, I thought that the Chaos form would be something that's unique to War, because Chaos Eater literally, like, the lore about Chaos Eater, it feeds him Chaos energy, and that's why he gets Chaos form. But I think it was so liked that then they made the Reaper form for Death, and then from their point on, everybody just has to get one.
It's kind of an ultra flex that Death's is just a passive thing he can use.
Yeah, he can always do it.
He just uses the arms of his Reaper form to open doors.
Oh shit!
which I always thought was really funny, and he uses them to open chests.
Flying in the
And
air.
he's... I also think it's really funny that he's more destructive opening chests than War was. He just does not care.
Death is too Chad.
Death has no time for any of it.
I wonder how much stronger exactly Death is than his other siblings. Because he's the crafter, I'm like, we know the power of crafting coming from, you know, the RP server. Well, any kind of RP, it doesn't have to be that specific one. I think any kind of role-playing game crafting should be the most powerful mechanic. Because you're putting a lot of time into something that could be useless.
I mean, I kind of like how crafting is balanced in Pathfinder 2e, where it's just the main use of it is to get things that you want for a fraction of the price.
There's a new Final Doom.
And since downtime is an inherent thing you're always going to end up doing every now and again, you usually have the time to do crafting. Unless you're on a real long adventure.
God, I hate my lack of ranged attacks.
I was thrown in the air again. This time I had time to come on. Have you been lazy with the mob killing?
No,
Maybe
there just hasn't been many mobs.
I've downloaded a couple of game demos because I wanted to try them out, since I was looking for games to buy. And I'm kind of charmed by the last hero of Nostalgaia, which is a Souls-like that's really just it's kind of a spoof. It's a genre spoof of just general RPGs, but it is also structured unironically like a Souls-like. The best part is you play as a stick figure
Do you get the boots from me?
in like a properly 3D world, but there's a character creation screen and all of the sliders do nothing.
If I get the leather boots, I wouldn't have to come here anymore.
One of the options is endowment.
You did talk to the
It's
NPC
so great.
instead of running
And
all the way back, right?
Like the narrator starts off with the classic, "Yes, indeed, it is called Nostalgaia." Wait, what the fuck are you? What are you?
Me?
No, that's basic. Yeah, that's how the narrator goes.
Oh
He's
yeah,
straight
yeah.
up,
I thought because you reality broke, right? You reality broke. I thought you reality broke because like you're looking at my stream or looking at me. Hey, Rav, what exactly are you? That's 3 years.
No, yeah, the narrator actively wants you dead. It's really funny.
Wait, no. I know this game. It was in Iron Pineapple's video.
Yeah, I think Iron Pineapple did look at it. I don't think I've seen the one where he did last year of Nostalgaia.
I think I have seen this one, yeah.
Oh, you waited for me.
I did.
Alright.
Like a dumb slut.
No. Like a good boy. Great husband. I think I have to go eat something after this.
Okay. This boss or this run?
This run.
Okay.
I think I'm in combat though.
That doesn't...
Dismount.
I haven't clicked anything yet.
Never enough DACA.
So this kills you if you're mounted on the sandstone break.
It does kill you, yeah.
Kills the passenger.
Yeah. And then your corpse ends up there somewhere.
It spawns up where you are.
No, it's a little bit forward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. This boss is the worst.
I remember worse bosses.
Okay, it's lame because he just won't stop flying around.
Are you ready to run?
Nope. Oh. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like a ping pong. I'm seeing wind walkers everywhere. I am just not the greatest at stuff. At this point, I don't even try that much. So these red ones are fine, right?
Yeah. The green ones blow you backwards.
Yeah.
The red ones just deal damage. The red wires just deal damage. The only ones that are really harsh are the runes on the floor.
Yep.
I had a question for you there, Alex.
What's up?
It's
Sup?
climbing on my arm right now.
For Elden Ring, is the broadsword better than the Lordsworn sword?
It has better innate strength scaling, but the Lordsworn has
Oh, fuck.
a major advantage in the fact that it has it's quite a bit longer.
Yeah, I've seen it. The broadsword does like
You see what happens
3
when you're
and
too
2
careful
extra
before,
damage.
right?
Yeah.
They pile up, they stay there,
The
right?
Lordsworn straight sword has better dex scaling and better crit.
But
So,
as everyone knows,
If you want to,
Dex is for nerds.
I cleared the path for you a little bit.
Thank
Well,
you.
if you want to go into a quality build like strength dex and just be pure physical damage,
This is my
then the
strength
Lordsworn
strength.
is better. If you're going strength faith, there's a lot of really good strength faith items in the game.
Yeah, I've basically just gotten to the point where I can level up and farming some boys. I got the straight sword and the brass shield. I don't have the strength to use the brass shield yet, and it probably put me into heavy. I went with Confessor.
Wait, why didn't you go with the best class?
Yes.
The
Confessor?
Wretch.
Why didn't I go with what?
The Wretch.
Because the
I
Wretch,
didn't hear what Rav said. Wretch, was it?
Yeah.
Right. I didn't go with Wretch because this just had some of the stats I was looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, Wretch is best for your first playthrough, but if you're trying to make a specific build on subsequent playthroughs, I like to go with stats that get you to where you want to beat faster.
I mean, I've got a shield, a broadsword, a finger seal, and an armor set. That's perfect for the beginning of the game for me.
Like the boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, these boots are kind of unique.
They are pretty. I want them.
I'm going to go with the brass shield as well. So I've got to pump my strength a little bit.
These ones. They make you a troll, by the way, because they give you 2
If
toes.
I got the 16 strength, I could just use the
they make
Lordsworn greatsword in one hand.
It's kind of like a sandal thing, but it makes you look like you have toes, 2 toes, just. Well, I use them for charge, so.
That slows me down. Speeds
Yeah.
you up.
Yeah.
Fair?
Well, I would say that it's mega fair. So, checkmate,
Fair,
atheist.
even.
Checkmate, atheists. I listened to a debate on Islam
It might just be worth it to go
versus
for the greatsword.
atheists,
Probably.
and it really seemed like
Oh.
the atheist was
I have acquired
way
something.
louder, which means they won. Wait,
Shotgun?
no, the other way around. No, they were way quieter, so that means atheism is a shitty idea.
What game are you guys playing?
I'm playing this new game. You might have not heard of it. It's called Dragon Mans.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like
Is
soaring
Dragonlance out?
up in the sky. There's like a
Dragonlance isn't out yet.
Well, the pre-patch is out in 5 days. So pre-patch is usually exclusive content that you can't get ever after that. We'll see what it is in this iteration.
I mean, if there's an event.
Yeah, there's always an event, but you can never, like, the event will never come back. There's like a title called the Horde Breaker. You got that on the pre-Siege of Orgrimmar patch. I love putting that title on, just, you know, annoying all the hordes.
Okay, Mr. Knight, come on.
Whew. Yeah. How's everybody for next week? Tomorrow. Next week.
Yeah. Game day.
Game day. Hopefully everybody will be around.
I love shotguns. They don't require me to aim. I just point in their general direction and the pellets will hit eventually.
What game are you playing, Alex?
Shooters, blood and teeth.
Pardon?
The new 40k game.
The Dark Tide?
You got in the closed beta?
No.
Which game?
Shooters, blood and teeth.
Oh, okay. So that's the actual name. I thought you were just being like 40k orc game. I don't know the title of.
Yeah.
They do tend to print these games out, right? They come out of like a I don't know. What's the name of that thing? People working on a line, like an assembly line.
Yeah, that's the word.
I didn't have time to touch it down.
It's pretty great. Your
You got
war
less-
boss steals your hair squig, so you go on a mass rampage.
Nice.
He stole my due.
So this guy.
Oh, I had it. I have it.
Oh, cool. This guy used to drop the next guy. Agramar used to drop like a warrior transmog. I don't think they drop that anymore. Also, changes must be made to this boss. It must be soloable.
Lame at this point to have unsoloable bosses.
Hey, did I solo this one, Kenny?
I don't know.
I did say that I soloed all the bosses. Except Eonar.
Do they lose the buff where they get taken out?
I think that if you're alone, they don't have that buff.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe they did fix it. Maybe it's the same as, I don't know. Do you remember Agramar or whatever? No, what is it called? The one that deplatforms you.
Deplatforms. Talking about deplatforming. I don't support deplatforming, okay?
It is an accurate term for what he does when he throws you off the platform. And I love accurate terms.
Got a bracer for you.
Okay.
Okay.
That went better than expected.
Everything went better with X-Pac 8.
Yeah, I don't have that. Nice. Thanks. Wanton morality. What is wanton morality? That's
Well, they are 4 like succubus looking things, so
true. Or Shibara. Aren't they Shibara?
yeah.
Sukubai, technically. Actually.
Actually, the succubus, or the creatures referred as succubus, come from a different race altogether, and they have males too nowadays. Did you know that?
Yeah, Incubi, yeah, I know.
Well, no, they're not called that. They're called something else, but
I know, but that's what they are.
yeah, they're incubi.
Did somebody own the term incubus or?
Yes.
No.
Somebody owns it. For sure.
Is it banned? I doubt they own it though.
Also, this guy, his knockback should be nerfed.
Yes. But sometimes he didn't do it at all. Or then you just dodged it. Have you considered that you just didn't dodge it on your DK? For whatever reason.
I should have parried it.
Yeah.
So, I read that the tactics.
Oh, come on.
Can you please kill the other one? It's really hard for me to come.
But it was starting to get towards you.
Oh,
Everything was working.
the boss fight of the tutorial is an orc band. I am in a rave pit.
You shall suffer.
Right.
At least it had noise mines.
Oh, and I got killed by fire.
So now he hasn't done it. I think if we push through the first phase fast enough or something.
By the way, would you guys like to play GTFO?
I don't know.
Why are you telling me to get the fuck out?
I'm just asking.
Well, that's the name of the game. I mean, I could. I don't. We'd really want a fourth player though.
Yeah, I'd have to buy it, but yeah, then we could play if we get a fourth man.
I mean, you would also have to buy it.
Yes.
Leather.
Easy peasy, lemon
Leather.
squeezy, lovely looking close shoulder. I mean,
Wait, I got
easy.
something. I got a monk set thing, I think. Or then it was something else.
Oh, the Sonic Star.
Yeah, I don't
Nice.
have that actually.
Good lad.
Well, you can't get it.
Yeah. Oh, there's another thing you haven't. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, because I thought you were
Quick thing, Alex,
rogue
as
or
well.
some fucking
Little
shit.
tip for you. Don't know if you know it.
Rogue in this
Oh.
expansion.
In Elden Ring, you know the glowing skulls you find on the ground?
Do I look like a rogue?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
break
said
them.
that.
They've got golden runes.
Now I'm gonna get K15.
One,
yeah.
This is the worst.
No.
I find that very useful.
I didn't even hear that.
I mean, they break automatically when you run over them on your horse, so it's pretty easy to do.
Yes. You have to break them on foot. You have to break them with a swing. Okay, come on, that buddy. I've backstabbed you. Come on.
Oh, Alex, you know what annoyed me? We went to Ulduar with my wife, and one of the boss fights in your in the D&D campaign was inspired by one of the bosses in Ulduar. I wanted to show it to you and talk to you about it, but you weren't around, and that annoyed me.
No?
Yeah. I'll fuck it. We'll go there with my wife, and I'll show it to you
Alright.
after Argus. Go like the stream, leave a thumbs up, put a comment. Don't forget to subscribe, join the channel, get all the benefits.
The benefits.
You know.
Listen, I'm already a member of your Patreon. I provide D&D.
True.
Oh no, we have perished along with the entire
Alright,
world.
I can just click into our DMs. I don't have to open YouTube at all.
Yeah. Go like the
Right,
stream,
that-
subscribe. It'll put me in the things. You know.
Get some YouTube money.
I'm gonna have to mute you on the server so that your voice is not overlapping.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. And you get to hear more. Okay. Oh, I didn't even know you can hit these things. I never hit them.
Yeah. I was slow, so I hit one.
Alright,
He almost got the
stream is
cast
loading.
fucking thing.
Nah, I didn't cross.
What stream is this?
It's me. I'm streaming.
Oh, you stream?
Revs,
I'm
Revs
streaming
stream.
now. Yeah, I started streaming. It's my first stream.
Oh, it's the tall boy.
We'll watch the cinematic for the stream,
Right.
okay, lads?
Not me though. Y'all
Okay.
stay safe.
Tell me, what do you think about this ending? Because I think, whilst being on a satisfying ending to Illidan, this is a fucking writer's cop-out.
Oh, bollocks. Using the great sword and shield puts me into heavy.
Sometimes you gotta be heavy.
Yeah. I need one more level and I should be fine with... Endurance at 10 is a bit rough.
Fate, or some might say, destiny.
Oh.
Definitely that's correct.
Cause. Or some say cousin.
Hey. Oh, just a little special, aren't we?
Do you hear our friends?
Till till hallå till dig. Varför?
Amonthul is a real big boy. My question is, before they started pulling, what was Sargeras doing with the planet exactly? You see the pose he was in?
He was preparing to stick a giant object in it, of course.
Okay, I have a question for physics people. Wouldn't this create a shockwave that would kill everyone on the planet?
Yeah. And
Think about
somebody
it.
Calculate the effect. Sticking a
What-
giant
Yeah.
sword in your
Down a moment, Mum. I gotta go for dinner.
What
Yeah,
just
go for it.
happened? What just happened?
Who even
Illidan's
knows,
got
man?
his
Daddy's
hunt.
watching a big
I don't
bad
question what
thing.
Sargeras
Big
gets up
bad
to in his
thing.
free time.
Okay. What happens after the lights cut out? Okay? There are three options. I'm gonna only talk about two options. One, they fight. Illidan
Yes.
loses. Two, they
I
fight.
don't even think you need to know much physics to realize that. It's kind of wild that anyone survived.
Two. What's number two?
They fight and Illidan wins.
Oh.
What?
God,
Why
you
did
can
he
really
put his
tell
sword in
what
there?
the delay on the stream is.
Why would he put? Why did he put his sword in the ground?
I think he was trying to kill the entire planet.
Did you get?
Definitely.
Give me a loot.
Yeah, I got gloves, but
I don't have those gloves.
you don't?
Give me the gloves.
Yeah.
But it's still a living planet.
True.
I love the word nascent. It's so weird.
Nascent? Is it nascent or nascent?
No.
What does it
No,
even
not
mean?
nascent.
It
Not
means
nascent,
like,
it's not nascent.
Not sentient yet?
No,
I'm just gonna
It's
like
unmute
almost
the
being-
stream and unmute you because
Oh,
the
I
delay
don't
on the
get
stream
it.
is
I
uh,
don't get
Yeah.
it. I don't
messing
get
with the
it.
conversation. It's like a
I kept
full
saying
5
being,
seconds.
but it doesn't have to be being, right? Because it's, yeah.
Something that-
It
that's
could be
larger
about
than
like
something
it
bigger.
I
could
don't
be
know
an
how much of it
idea.
is on
You could
your
say
end
it's a
and how much of
nascent
it is on
idea.
my end.
Nascent. It's
Nascent.
still nascent. You keep saying nascent like it's Vincent.
Because it's written like that.
It's not though.
It is.
It's read. Nascent.
Preparing the Daka. I'm sorry, double barrel.
Oh, it is
broomstick?
nascent.
It's yep. I am gonna go eat something now.
Alright. I have time to show you guys.
Where'd you
All
pull
do our.
Hearthstone go? Oh.
Whilst my wife is doing wife stuff.
What stuff?
Wife stuff.
Yeah.
I assume she does that
Care
sometimes.
of my nutrition.
Okay. Right now, okay, I've streamed for 45 minutes. I have 0 concurrent viewers, 0 chat rate, and 0 views. Okay?
Ooh,
did you look like
Why
you were
didn't
about
you should have
to
linked your
laugh?
friends the thing you linked me.
I linked it to my friends.
Oh.
They're not watching it.
That hurts. Ouch.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Mitä kolla?
No sitä, että why did you see him laughing when he drunk that?
You look funny when you're doing it. That's why.
I'm gonna show one thing.
It looks funny.
Alright, I'm about to head to Ulduar, so you guys get to see the boss that I based that one D&D fight off of.
I want in on one
Or you
run.
guys when I say, I mean Aod.
I want in on one run too.
What run?
Uldar.
What do you want?
But I'm gonna eat now, so what are we gonna do, huh?
I'm gonna
Gonna
go to
call
Ulduar.
someone else?
I'm
Yeah, sure.
sorry.
Or what?
What's up?
This game lets you uproot Imperial turrets and use them as small arms.
Damn. I keep gushing about Darksiders because you've brought it to my mind now. But one of the coolest things in Darksiders 1 is when you kill some certain enemies, they drop their big weapons, and then you get to use them for a while.
Yeah, that was always super fun.
Monkey.
Oh man. My orc is so snazzy. Oh, what?
This is Thorim speak, you know? And he remembers us from the mountains. It used to be a big meme.
Can I have the last switch up?
What? No! No!
What? Or are you just like, what? Of course not.
You ate an ice cream today.
Not a whole one.
Oh, you need to have a whole ice cream every day now, huh? You got candy, you got chips,
Yeah, Looney, that's enough though.
and you got an ice cream.
Not a whole ice cream.
Not a whole ice cream, not a whole candy bag, and not a whole chip bag. But you got all three.
Can I wall with this thing?
Are you really mad?
But my mouth's hot, by the way.
Well, drink some water.
That won't help.
Yeah,
Come
well.
on. Come on.
Alright. Aod, are you ready to see what created the boss fight?
Yeah. Let me open this.
Well, it's in this raid, but it's not the first boss. Unfortunately. So this was probably my favorite dungeon of all time when it launched. At first, you take up siege machines, and you use siege machines to bring down all these towers. They keep spawning. These keep spawning these iron dwarfs. And then these sentries, these colossus, and then finally these towers. So these towers, this tower of life, that's the tower of something. That's storms, I think. No, frost. And then that's storms. No, that's flames. Yeah. That's storm beacon there. Yeah. So you killed them to make the boss easier. If you didn't, the boss got extra hit points and extra abilities. And one of the catapult, which is the DPS machine, it had two attacks. It basically had like a catapult shot that dealt some minor damage, and then it had a pyrite shot that dealt a lot of damage and left a dot that
Can I
stacked.
get your roll of paper?
Sure.
bottle bag.
And you couldn't get more pyrite yourself.
Not good.
You needed the person on your machine to get you the pyrite. And then you stack the pyrite debuff to 10, and then you could deal insane DPS.
Fuck.
Haarukka mun pöydät.
Okay.
Ehkä siellä lautasella. Ei se.
That's a mini boss, that one there.
Oh,
And you got two of them. That one was down and one was up.
Have some
And this used to be deadly. Like you couldn't fight this boss as you. It would kill you immediately.
I got quite good
Gotta
at
love it.
shooting down the pyrite.
My wife got so good at shooting down the pyrite that we duoed this boss in the expansion that it came out in. Like we came here as level 70s and we killed this boss on 10 man. Yeah. We had to
That's
just
pretty
stack
cool.
the pyrite to 10 on 2 machines. Like we had my wife was in one machine and then I was on another one, and then she had a whole stack of pyrite ready for me.
Shut them down before the boss.
Yeah, you shut them down before the boss.
Some of them disappeared when you engaged, but not all.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
And then we stacked the pyrite debuff and just killed it.
I know.
Että on tosi vähän enää.
Did you know I like this skin?
I didn't have this one? That's weird.
Näistä paloista ei saa oikein juttaa. Ota, se on tuolla puolella, mistä ei lähde. Tuolla keski oikein. Toi on niinku enimmäkseen rustaa.
Just got run over by a Lehman Russ.
Tossa on pieni pala.
Some of these drops are incredibly rare. Like I don't think I ever saw the golden samurai dragon, except on my hunter.
I have it. Sure.
Shut up, woman. No wait, did I pass it to you?
Oh,
I definitely passed it to you. I think
I know.
that sounds like me.
You keep track. I know
I
I
do.
passed you the Phoenix thing though.
No, you didn't.
But I didn't contest. You're getting it.
I didn't have that one either. Bracers are weird. Okay.
Okay, this is good enough.
Okay.
It's really hard to get into
That previous boss is a creation of the boss that we're going to be going for. It's the one that made the. That is the fight that I like. They're basically like a mecha Tony Stark kind of person. Like the innovator Titan construct thing.
I don't think we can get any.
Well, then I'll just have to get a fork and eat.
No, the only way to do it is like taking bites. At this point.
When this instance came out, it had all the other watchers except Dur, and I thought Dur would be one of the last bosses there, General Vesax. He's like a corrupted creature, but apparently he died a long time ago, and he's not here.
No, it's much fun tämmösiä puhtaita paloja, että tommosia
And unlike the player characters, he didn't just get better.
Well, we due to Shadowlands, we know why we get better. The we only the Bastion, right? Bastion people are like responsible for getting the souls that are like ready for afterlife, to afterlife. And apparently the player character is not ready for the afterlife. In fact, they're ready for anything else but afterlife.
They're just like, it's like, I could go to the... It's like when you're asking your friends where they want to go. It's like, what afterlife do you want to go to? I'm not sure. I could go for any of them, but I'm not really feeling it right now.
Well, I think like it's because our destiny hasn't been fulfilled. I keep using the word
got a
Destiny
lot
for
of
some
goddamn-
reason. Maybe it's because, you know, I really like Destiny.
Probably.
I really like.
You know,
This
the hero
train,
Azeroth has a
this
lot of
train
goddamn
is
Destinies.
underutilized. Okay, it's really cool. This train track is really cool. This train, really cool. The only place we see
That
it,
is
right
a
here.
big-ass train.
They should use it
Why is
again somewhere.
Why is that not a form of transport around Mechagon? Or like anywhere, or like the dwarven transports even?
Yeah, they should upgrade their trains to be this.
Oh yeah,
Pretty cool.
This is the best train in the game.
The best train.
Me and the raid group on our way to the gates.
And the funny thing is that it isn't even necessary. Like, I think people mostly, like, so one person activates this and then it activates the teleporter here. And then other people would just teleport into here.
Wow,
Which is sad.
that is kind of sad. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I gotta switch on my charger.
Alright, here is the boss. It is, the boss fight is the spark of imagination. This is where the fight is done.
Which boss fight is it? This is the Zareth boss fight. Inspiration a little bit.
No,
huh?
no, this is the one that you guys fought, the Earl boss fight.
Oh.
Okay. Fight arena
That's not
is here. There is a button called "Do not push this button."
Oh, we do like pushing buttons that tell you not to push them.
Yep. This activates the hard mode for this boss fight.
Chickens like to eat.
Mimiran.
Oh, I can see the door that will be the repair.
What do they like to eat?
So this was the first phase of the boss fight.
Well, still,
The tank, yeah.
I'm a chicken.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm strong.
It's a little
Okay.
weird, y'all.
It goes into the repair. Remember that thing?
What do
Remember, we
chickens
were raiding this
say?
in the actual expansion.
Yeah.
With that
What
one
do
book.
chickens say?
Boss fight number 2.
Yeah. My stream is a little bit behind.
What? What?
Oh,
Like
What?
what?
Yeah.
What?
What?
I'm seeing things a few seconds after you mention them.
few seconds.
Like what?
Alright, tell me when
Yeah.
this goes down.
It's be. Da-da-da.
Vaikka, älä ota sitä. Okay, that's the end of it.
Now it's gone. Now it's going down.
Sad chicken.
There is a bit of a stream delay, but I am also a few seconds behind the actual
See,
current
that
point of
part
the
is
stream
really tightly
because
attached.
my connection's being spotty.
Well, how can you explain this?
Oh,
I can take
oh, this is the floating torso bit.
I'll eat this one. I'll eat this one.
Let me know. Ah, no, it's too messy.
Do the thing.
Okay, fine. I'll leave you this.
Do the thing.
Okay, really
There we
focus
go.
on this.
He's just shooting. Man just doesn't wanna interact with you.
I don't think you should take any more.
Oh, yeah, it's like again.
We're the sad chickens.
God, I love my Wi-Fi connection so
Want
much.
some
Oh,
more
man.
chickens?
I forgot to ask Daddy to bring more hand soap.
Oh, my. Wait, what?
And finally, the aerial assault unit. Is it stuck there? There we go. And finally, they combine.
That's pretty cool. Oh, Shoot has crashed and now it's updating or finishing the download. I can't actually tell. I don't know what's up with that. It's weird. Weird, weird, weird. Oh, no wonder my stream connection was awful. My current download speed is 300 KB a second. You love to see it.
You do love to see it. Oh, that was the fight.
That's cool. I like that. World of Warcraft still has.
Oh, this is a really old
Blizzard
fight.
may have gone to shit, but Warcraft itself is still golden. Still a lot of stuff that you can take from it and put into things that you like.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of like fun, cool stuff. I'm probably gonna take the rest of this instance at some point and like introduce that as well. Because this is one of my favorite instances.
Oh, yeah. Shoot's Blood and Teeth is actually pretty cool as far as the game goes. What I was most surprised by is the fact that there's a classes, which is kind of cool. And you can be one of 4 clans as well. You can either be Death Skulls, Goths, Bad Moons, or Red Suns.
Nice.
I'm back, by the way.
Welcome.
And you could be a Flash Git, where you have a chance to not expend ammunition. You can be a Weird Boy, which gives your melee attacks a stun from Warp Lightning. You could be a Rocket Boy. The lads with the jump packs, which gives you a longer dash
most
range and also lights people on fire.
They're the most
junkiest orcs.
orderly orcs, right? Rocket boys.
Yeah. The Weird Boys, yeah. And then there's.
Where's the boy?
And it's I don't actually remember what it's
I
called,
heard
but
him
it's the
somewhere,
Squig Wranglers.
Yeah, I think he's under the couch.
Okay. He's a weird boy.
Little bit.
Oh, that was Ulduar, and then the fight that Ulduar that inspired one of the mechanics in the D&Ds. Nice.
I shouldn't try to log into my Epic Games while I'm downloading.
Boy keeps up into the back.
Sure.
For the record, these are energy drinks and Coke bottles. What?
I don't know. Why do you have to keep talking?
Oh, I thought we still have a stream on, do we?
We do.
You don't want me to talk?
I mean, I don't mind you talking. It's just why you're talking like useless stuff.
Oaks.
I'm now gonna pee into a jar because we don't have a toilet. That was a lie. I lied.
The Confessor gear in Elden Ring is actually pretty good for a starting set. It weighs less than half of a Godric Knight's armor and gives a bit more than half the defenses.
Oh. Rav, I'm gonna send you an image of an average Teresium item.
Sure. Yeah, does look like it. Lantern rings, pin particles, lightsaber fingers. Oh, the anti-life equation is there. Okay.
Yeah, it's got an Uno reverse carriage. It's got a Nokia.
Oh well, that makes it
indestructible.
Yeah, the Phoenix Force is in there.
Yeah.
Oh, the Triforce is attached.
All symbiotes. Oh my god.
Onko se punainen?
Väärin.
Okei.
Rick's portal gun.
Sinne. Orange.
Oh, I never knew there was a tunnel down here.
Vihreä.
Liar ahead.
Musta. Keltainen. En mä tiedä.
Pinkki.
Okei.
Oh, it's
DNA
this
Metroman,
chest.
Superman, Horizontal Cameraman.
Käypä vessassa.
One above all, Morbius.
I got the whetstone knife. Awesome.
All Morbius 1000. Oh
Alex,
my god.
Mikä
This is
Creative mode
Zeus
button.
lightning attached.
En tiedä mistä ohjelmassa on.
yeah, hey Alex, where did you take me
It's
to
okay.
find the whetstone knife in Elden Ring before?
Oh, the whetstone.
No mikä se?
Yeah.
The iron wet blade.
Oh, so they're
In,
different.
it's in Storm.
It's probably in the wetlands.
Yeah.
I just found a
God.
different thing. I found the whetstone knife.
So the whetstone knife lets you change ashes of war at the bonfire instead of having to go to Hugh. But also, Rav, you say the wetlands, but it's a wet as in whetstone.
Mhm.
What are the wetlands? I am afraid.
Oh, that's probably some sort of dwarf place. In fact, I would place them in Maldraxxus.
Okei, no osaat sä.
Probably.
Osaatko
The afterlife of
Wetlands
fighting.
are in Maldraxxus.
tuossa nyt tablet?
Well,
House of Pain, probably. Somewhere there. There of Pain.
Rauku, pääsitkö pois?
I suppose I'm going to use torrent and fight this mine.
The other joke I think of with the gauntlet is average D&D 3.5 builds be like.
Yeah. Except this is super sad, you know?
Reddit builds anyway.
Yeah. I'm gonna send it out to my wife. She gets to look at it too.
Just sanoi, että hän lähetti
Joo.
I love that the Master Emerald is just in a little SD card plugged into the side.
so many parts.
There's a pause
Why
button.
is there the piano, the keyboard?
That's the power from the regular show.
But there's so many different parts. You see those
Alright, this is where the lake dragon is.
There's a pause button and a creative mode button on it.
It's not on YouTube. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, this came out when I opened it.
I know. Is that how you
Oh
do
yeah,
it?
the
I-
power
you just
from
press the
regular show.
circle.
Because there's an entire species of people who are like just energy forms made out of synthesized music,
Just press it
and their synthesizer is their life source, and they're just a whole magic species of
All the things
synth
around.
music people
So
who are
if you
basically
move already,
gods,
you know.
and all they do is make synth music.
Just don't get a triangle. Or was it the square? Which?
Triangle takes you back.
Oh, okay. So what did
Is there a pimp stone inside the Omnitrix?
Oh, oh.
Mikä näistä se on? Onko se toi vai?
Toi oli se visu.
Is it a what inside the Omnitrix?
Pimp stone.
I don't remember.
You're cutting off.
Pimpstone in the Omnitrix.
Maybe.
I think that's what he said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
There's just a button for unlimited wishes as well on the pinky finger. The longer I look at this, the more stupid this gets.
Nokia.
Yeah.
What?
Kyber crystals are the things that you put in lightsabers.
The only thing it's missing is the one ring.
Oh.
True. It should have the one. No, it should have all the like. It should have the one ring, and then it should have like one finger with all the rings of the like the humans and all the rings of the elves and the dwarves.
All of the rings. Just all of the rings in one. It's just a fucking wasteland.
And then the new ring that you forge in the Shadow of Mordor.
Right,
Shadow of War.
You haven't seen. I haven't sent you this image, man. Behold, an average Teresium item.
Yeah, sorry, that just covered my health for a moment and I panicked.
Yeah, it
Oh
doesn't
my
actually
God.
cover anything important. You just can't see your health for a second. But for some reason, every time when I'm playing Elden Ring, if I get a message on Discord, I just get my ass kicked immediately because
Yeah, it's the panic.
the change.
No,
in
it
my
has
vision-
the 10 rings. It has the 10 rings there, as well.
Yeah, that's the 10 rings from the
Oh yeah,
marble-
the
from
Shaolin.
marble
Yeah.
thing.
That's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love I do love some of these are just plugged on, like the Triforce is just glued on there. Zeus's lightning is just in a little holder.
And there's a writer's pencil. That's one above all stuff.
Oh no.
I don't even know what the Fortnite thing is.
Me neither. I think it's that they did a bunch of weird powers. They're different updates. And the Totem of Undying is just kind of slapped on.
Yeah, that's a
I got a
Minecraft thing,
rune
right?
arc.
Yeah.
I got a rune arc from a rat.
Like
I'm concerned.
also rats are the main source of rune arcs. They're the only enemies that drop them naturally. It's always like that in Souls games. Whatever the upgrade material is, rats always drop it. Whatever the thing you consume to be able to do online play or upgrade yourself, whatever it is. So humanity, embers, rune arcs, rats drop those. All symbiotes in existence are just jammed into a single canister. That must be quite the goddamn canister to fit all of them.
Well, yeah, but there's the Phoenix Forces. This is another one.
This is true. This is true.
Oh no, that looks lethal.
And you know, whatever absolute whack job is using this gauntlet is just gonna like not even fight you. They're just gonna jam out on their little ARM keyboard because you can't fight them.
I want to see the rest of this guy's armor. Also, I had a novel idea. Okay, I want to see what what would it look like if you combined Iron Man and the Lich King.
Oh.
We can both lose. Oh.
I like that there's two Omnitrixes. There's just the Omnitrix and then the better one, the Biomatrix. Because why have all the DNA of all extraterrestrial life in existence when you can have it twice, and both of them have an ability to upgrade them?
Mm-hmm.
The Omnitrix is like disgustingly powerful.
Yeah.
Like not even accounting for the aliens
Only
that are actually gods.
Listen, only a child can use this item.
Only a child can use this item for sure.
Yeah, because tricks are for kids.
Nobody else would have. Tricks are for kids.
And it's got the Omnitrix, so.
I went onto the server where this was posted, and I was like, "What does the rest of the armor look like?" And the immediate response is, "This is the gauntlet of the plot armor."
True.
This is the plot armor. The scariest thing about the Omnitrix is the ultimate button, which instantly simulates 1,000,000 years for whatever alien you have active. It instantly simulates 1,000,000 years of evolution, in which the creature is simulated to be in constant combat and conflict on a completely uninhabitable world. And you can do it again.
And it's got time stone.
I think
it's got time stone in it too.
Yeah, I mean that's just the normal Omnitrix, and the goofiest part is you can do it again. One of the most powerful forms Ben ever had in canon was he turned into the gigantic alien that is literally they are born from exploding stars, and they just have the force of an entire sun inside them, and activated the ultimate form twice.
Nice.
So a sun god alien got put through 1,000,000 years
of combat that like
conflict
that stresses them, right? That like
yeah, and then he did it again to what came out of that, and the result was able to one-shot a great old one.
I haven't watched.
Checks out. Honestly.
I haven't like watched that stuff at all. But I'll believe you.
Yeah, I mean, that's something a bit more recent. Ben 10 and Ben 10 Omniverse, the Ben 10 Alien Force were like running when I was as part of my childhood. It was just a big show for me. And as the show went on, the Omnitrix just became more and more and more broken.
The reason I am very well versed in Ben 10 is because my name is Ben, and people kept calling me fucking Ben 10.
Oh, also, happy birthday.
Cheers, Rav. Oh, yeah. Another meme I'm not very fond of.
Pretty sure.
You're not? I thought you loved that meme.
Occasionally.
Well, I haven't been spamming it.
If the happy birthday meme continues, you'll be Ben 10,000 soon enough.
I'm probably Ben 10,000 at the moment. Oh no, that's
well, you say soon enough, but it's gonna take him like 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, if you did it every day, it would take about 30 years.
Bro, I dodged that. How did?
We'll get there.
It's all good in the hood. I just need 4K more rep for this faction, and then I never need to see them again.
My boy, I am dodging your attacks. Okay. Alright then, lad. Stone Digger Troll is kicking my ass, Alex.
I mean, if the Stone Digger Troll is kicking the shit out of you, you deserve it.
But why though? Alright. Time to get good, I suppose. Okay. I think my best bet when he does that charge up is to just fucking run.
You killed Melina, right?
I've killed him.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't gotten to the end of the game on any character yet.
Hmm?
Melina or Melina?
This is his third one he's made.
Melina
He's
played
restarting.
Miguela.
It's Melina.
Malenia, I think is the name. But I like to call
I only
her
started doing
Melina.
that after I'd already
Like,
beaten
you know,
him.
Destiny's
I can
wife.
see that.
Because
Did
she,
you know, Ralph,
she
that
just
Melania
utterly
is played
kept
with Miguel?
slaying Destiny. I think the death count went to like
I
many
wonder why.
hundreds because
It's
he
not
was
something.
doing
It's not something most people know.
what?
I thought the wife was like.
Well,
A conversation, whatever.
I just got Perverse Champions handguards.
Wow, are you the perverse champion?
Well, no, they don't fit me.
Where are you? There is Mortis.
I'm in the
Okay, I'm starting to get his pattern.
I don't think I've killed this guy before.
Evo?
Evoke?
Yeah, he's not one of the more common ones.
Yeah, I think he's a rare one.
Is Akaris up?
Ow.
Ikara's up?
Akaris, no.
No, Tethos is up.
Oh, Squeagon. Oh.
Okay. Fuck me then, I suppose.
Hän puhui paljon kyllä, kun sä olit poissa.
Hän juttelee, joo. Kyllä mun mielestä näin kehittyy toi kieli jotenkin.
Maybe.
Kyllä, really, joo. Joo.
Did you guys know that the sword that drops off of the tier 1 final boss of Castle Nathria, you know, the Sardenathrius, his sword's name is Ramornia. And my name is Remo. So when he dropped Ramornia as a quest item,
Okay, bro. I was the entire length of the room away, and you hit me.
I mean, it's all
Fucking
about
hell.
that get good. Wait, is Torghast Piece of Prodigium still going?
It's got physical damage resist as well, so I'm only doing
No,
like
I
a
don't
tenth
think
of
so.
the health every swing.
Been to Torghast by now. Ai pieni. Ootko kovin kipeä? Ootko kovin kipeä? Joo.
On the other end, someone believes in reality based on evidence. I think they're saying you haven't seen God or angels, you don't believe based on evidence, Daniel. I think that's their claim.
Well, I think he's not skeptical of his claim of his personal experience,
So are you
therefore
gonna
he's not
roll?
being consistent.
Oh yeah, we need to buy the game. Are you gonna
Trying to
roll
tie it
in
into
the
the
game?
title, I
No,
think.
I am consistent in that my beliefs are based on a Islamic paradigm, and I apply it consistently. And nowhere does Islam say that belief in God has to be based on empirical evidence. But atheists, when they argue against religions, whether it's Christianity or Islam or any other religious system, they say that you are irrational for having these beliefs because there's no empirical evidence to back up those kinds of beliefs. They apply that kind of standard to religion, but they ignore their own worldview.
This one from Bitter Truth. This one might be good to clarify because during the debate this came up. I think each of you have the same view on this. One which I think that has been misunderstood. They said, do you support the idea that women have lower IQ isn't this discriminatory? And I think, if I understand right, most of you just believe that there's, you could say, greater variability among men's bell curve distributions, such that there are both more cognitively delayed people as well as more geniuses among men. Is that basically the
Okay,
idea,
there's
or
a
is
second
there something to it?
shockwave, because fuck
Yes,
me,
so
I
the
suppose.
scientific evidence is that on the bell curve there are more men on the extremes, both the highly intelligent extreme and both on the lower, less intelligent extreme. And the average could tend higher in the men direction, so men on average are slightly intelligent by a very small margin. But yes, the evidence indicates that overall men take up the extremes on a much higher degree.
It's
and
very
so that's
fun
why
listening to
men
someone
dominate all like hyper intellectual fields like
trying
chess
to
and
understand
Nobel
an enemy
prizes
in a
and
Souls game.
mathematics.
Daniel, was that what you were saying?
Yeah, the point about IQ, that's,
Oh, do you wanna
that's
go?
one point, but there's other
I was just gonna go
personality traits that
like
differ
a new
between
Transmog.
men
Raw
and women
medallion.
that will affect like their
Where are we
representation
going?
or their ability to be in certain fields.
Oh, you're making new
You know,
Transmog.
the more competitive fields tend to prefer
Okay.
men because men have more testosterone that makes them more competitive. Those are all scientific facts, but those facts are not allowed to be discussed within liberal society to justify this kind
You're
of gender
discussing them
equality
right now, mate.
ideology. And we don't see atheists really questioning that ideology or voting against, you know, a less progressive or less liberal ideology.
Gotcha. So in other words, folks, or bitter truth, I think each of our guests is just saying that the distribution of
Got
men's
it.
intelligence is kind of flattened. The bell curve basically has both more cognitively delayed, or what we used to call retarded people, and also more geniuses. But the averages can still be the same. It's just that the distribution
female
is
bell
flatter,
curve
so it's
is
not necessarily that one sex
more
is smarter.
steep.
But they also said, do you support children,
Yeah, you
child
get the
rearing
level
The
of
female bell
Daniel,
curve
and do you think that this is morally acceptable? And
for
is
like
that
everything,
morally
basically.
Wow, that got close.
Yeah, it's morally consistent according to Islam. It's morally consistent
An average
with
woman
respect to every single
is probably
traditional
better than an
culture
average
or
man
religion,
in, like,
including
almost
Christianity, including Hinduism,
intelligence and
that permits minor marriage. The idea that marriage is only morally acceptable if, you know, both parties are over 18.
flatter bell curve
This
means
is
that it
a
reaches
modern development. This is something that is found in modern culture, but was not universally shared, and is still not universally shared by people across
when
the
it comes
world.
to some
Muslim or Islam
things,
is not the only
it's
religion
different,
who believes
like
in the
physical aspect.
morality of minor marriage.
This is a great example for China. The reason China
like a
is
different
actually
race.
an example of moral progress. Their age of consent is 14, so they actually do disagree.
Say that exactly.
14 is considered minor marriage according to Western.
Right, they're into progress. They're not an example of regress. They're an example of progress. So they're closer. They're getting there. They're a lot better than the Islamic society.
Well, a lot of things they've changed. They also thought that, you know, we should limit the number of children within a family to just one child per family. They also walked that back. They walked back.
Is there any point in
women's
upgrading
representation.
Figure Alex?
Yeah, they walked back women's liberation. They have censored feminists and those promoting women's
Not if you're only
liberation. They
using it
walked
for
back.
buffs.
So you consider that moral
Because there's
progress?
some better
It's
seals
a lot better
later
than
that
the
you can
Islamic
use
society
once you're.
today.
No. Just
Changes
answer.
up,
Is it better?
but-
Is it moral
Yeah,
progress
that's
to
what-
roll back?
I mean, the beast class
roll
seal
back
can
women's
get through
liberation?
early
So
on.
in any graph,
If
there's
you
ups
can
and
find the
downs.
teleporter to the
Trend is
beast
what we're looking
sanctum.
for, and is
So
the
they're
trend
approaching.
in
They're getting
America.
closer to Islamic society by rolling back
No,
Islamic
they're
So
going
it's
women's
better to
away
just
liberation.
upgrade my sword
away
and
from
shield.
Islamic society.
Probably just the
I
sword.
just gave
there
you
are some-
examples. I gave you examples where they're rolling it back.
So
They're rolling
I
it
don't
back.
I don't know how you're so ignorant of statistics. There are ups and downs in any graph. The trend is what we're looking for. What is the pattern in the trend?
Their
Are they
trend is
mostly
becoming
doing
more
good?
dictatorial. Their trend is
No.
more social control, less individual liberty. That's the trend within
No, it's
China,
not.
using technology. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. The
No, it's
trend
not.
within, you're just ignorant about most topics, but definitely China is implementing the social credit system
I
that
have a
controls
+3
all of China's
Lord
society.
Great
There's
Sword.
less individual liberty in China because of technological
I'm going to
progress.
throw
How many
So
myself
the
slaves are
trend
there
is
today?
actually away from liberal society.
No, it's not. This is just basic
Yes,
facts.
it is.
Education rate is
Do you know
increasing.
what
food
a
rate is
social credit
increasing.
system is? Do you know what
Yes, I
social
do.
credit?
I'm very
Okay,
well
is that
acquainted
more?
with
Is that
China.
more? Is
Yes,
that
it's
more
bad.
conducive
I
to
agree
individual
it's-
liberty?
I agree
Okay, so
they're
that's
doing
being
some bad
developed.
things.
It's becoming more
No.
expansive. It's
It's
becoming
basic
more.
facts.
Is it becoming
Again,
more
Tank buster.
expansive or no, Tom? Is it becoming more
No,
expensive?
they're becoming better, morally
The
better.
social
which is why
credit
it's-
system
wait,
is
wait,
more
stop,
expensive or
stop,
no? No,
stop,
answer
stop.
that. Is
Oh
moral?
my God.
Is the
I
social
already
credit
answered that.
system?
I already answered that.
So
Yes,
it's
the
becoming
social
more
credit system is
expensive.
bad.
It's
I
becoming
already
more
answered that.
expensive.
I already
Is
answered
it-
Okay, he doesn't
no,
one-shot
Is
me,
it becoming more expensive?
but damn
I
right.
answered
China.
that. So
Yeah, yes or
social
no? Is
credit
it
system
becoming
is
more
bad.
expensive?
Social
Is it? I'm
credit
gonna
system is bad.
use
yes.
your tactic, Tom.
I'm
Social
literally
credit system
answered.
is
Yes.
bad. Is it becoming
Yes.
more expensive in China over time?
That system, yes, that one system.
So is that
which
progress?
not, that one system is not a representation.
I mean,
of the
even
entire
if you
system of
disagree with
China.
it, right?
The fact that they're
Progress
interested
doesn't
in education
necessarily
has
mean that
made
it's
more
going
educated
towards
people in China
something
than
good.
ever in history.
Something
in
can
progress.
progress
The fact that
towards
they've
bad.
eliminated, slavery, progress. The fact that they've eliminated hunger, progress. The fact that the minimum wage, progress. They're going up in millions of ways. They're not doing great, but they're doing better. They're improving. They're morally improving by objective metrics. Steven Pinker's better than our nature.
Yeah,
Please
if
read
you
basic facts.
ignore the massive social credit system that is
Oh,
crushing.
that doesn't. Oh my God.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's so
Yeah, that doesn't
irrelevant.
contradict the millions of people who aren't
I'm arguing with a
starving
clown. Like this
today.
is.
That
I'm
doesn't
debating with a
contradict the increase
a
of the
fool.
living wage, you moron.
This
Holy
one,
shit.
alright, we got a
Social credit system, oh.
This one
One
from
example of that
Mike
thing.
of the
Whoop.
Twin Lamps says, thoughts on Taliban victory? Is this proof that Islam triumphs over secularism? If a technology inferior force can beat a superpower.
Is that for me or Tom?
I think that is my
Okay, you got me. I got him half health.
Okay, well, but,
But he got
I
me.
mean, obviously, technologically superior nations can lose, but doesn't mean one's better.
Not
I
that
think
bad.
technology is not a sign of moral progress. Like I'm consistent on that. I think China is with their social credit system. This is actually objectively bad, and the fact that it's expanding is bad is not the sign of progress. And you can still have, this kind of brutal social credit system and limiting people's liberty and still have a rise in GDP. So that doesn't mean that that's a good system or that's a good form of government. Those are the kinds of nuanced kinds of ethical distinctions that you can make, but I mean, we're missing that in this debate.
Carlos Santana says T-Jump is correct about categorical imperatives existing, and Daniel is correct about our world being determinist. Once again, great show. I'm glad I am in the timeline for today's chat. Thanks, Carlos. And you can find all of our guests linked in the description. If you want to hear more from Daniel or T-Jump, right here at Modern Day Debate in the description box here on YouTube, as well as at our podcast. Alan Green says the important question is what percent of non-atheists support abortion, i.e., what is the correlation factor between atheism and supporting abortion?
In America, it's a pretty drastic split. So in America, the religious people drastically support banning abortion.
Yeah, it's a really high correlation. It's a really high like check out Pew. Like atheists are the most supportive of legalizing abortion in all cases, like even in the second trimester or third trimester. So that's the Pew stats, and you can look them up. But I think it's highly correlated. Like your religiosity and your commitment to traditional religions like Christianity and Islam is negatively correlated with your support for liberal policies like reproductive rights or legalizing abortion, sexual liberation, and so forth.
This one from XXWLZXX says, let's see, looking for more productive questions. That was not great. Bitter Truth says, Daniel, maybe we can see God. God never communicates with us. Can you show us or provide evidence that God exists?
The issue with God exists evidence is that there
depends on what
there
kind
will
of
never
evidence
be.
you accept. If you're only going to accept scientific evidence and you need a peer-reviewed published paper that says, "Oh, God exists,"
but there will never be.
If that's
You can't disprove
standard
the
of
negative.
evidence, then no, I don't have.
You can't
It's
say
It's a Souls game.
I
There is
can't
no
prove to
recommended
you
level.
that
You just,
there isn't a.
are you good
new
enough with it right now, as strong as you are?
Somewhere
If not,
around
go
there.
get stronger. Or get good.
All Muslims
Those are your
just
two
say,
options.
"Oh, you have hypocritical
I think
better or get
Muslims,
stronger.
you have Muslims who
I
aren't
think
have the
get
same
good is
level of
my,
religious commitment. Like there's diversity on
Current
the
option.
practice of Muslims.
This one from Chad
I mean, you can
Acker
always, it's an open world. It's sort of
that
the
are moral subjectivists.
get stronger is always a choice.
It's like, I believe Amy Newman is one. Pretty much all of the atheists I've debated, most of the ones on my channel, the vast majority of atheists, if you go to the American Atheist website, you can go to their description of morality where they say they're moral subjectivists. American Humanist Organization, they say they are. The ACA, I believe they say they are. Pretty much every atheist organization and their members are, the vast majority of which are moral subjectivists. That's like the most common view. Take any YouTube atheist online, they're most likely to be moral subjectivists. Very few are moral realists. Logan, here's his name now. He's a great moral subjectivist, philosopher, debater guy. I haven't debated, met Logan Lance Bush. Debate him on moral subjectivism. He'd be great. Most regular atheists are. They're all over the place. My chat, 10 people just said they're moral subjectivists.
This one from DL says, for Daniel, thoughts on San Antonio, the former Peace TV host, leaving Islam after learning Aramaic. He agreed with Orientalist scholars that it was likelier that the Alexander's legend.
I rolled past the shield jump.
Yeah,
and the shockwave afterwards.
The guy who was in prison.
Yeah,
because he was like
because the damage doesn't come from the jump as much
and
as it
then
comes from
while
the
he's
landing.
serving this kind of prison term.
Yeah, but like as he was coming down, I dodged forward past him.
You know,
I was outside the
story
shockwave
in the Quran.
Shockwave's a lot bigger than you expect.
Seems to be referring to Alexander the Great. Therefore, this must be a copied story in the Quran. Therefore, he left Islam. So, I mean, it's pretty stupid reasoning.
This one from XXWLZ. XX says, by the way, China has become significantly more liberal since the death of Mao. The most prosperous parts of China are the free trade.
I think I've learned my lesson. Big sword, bad idea.
Well, I think that there's, again, this very aggressive social credit system that is monitoring all Chinese citizens. And if we are to believe the Western news reports about China, like during the height of certain periods of COVID, they were literally like welding the doors of apartment buildings shut to keep citizens, trapped inside and not leave, and just trapped in quarantine. And they're even like killing pets, and like this is the level of repression that you see in a country like China. So if that means it's more liberal than the time of Mao, I don't know if that's saying much, but I think it's going in a more repressive direction. And that's because they find that to be beneficial. The power that be in China thinks, the CCP sees that as in their interest to control the Chinese population and use technology to do so. And I think Western liberal governments are also discovering that.
It's better than Mao, but it's regressing somehow. No contradiction.
Oh, Tom, there's ups and downs, Tom. There's ups and downs.
This one coming in from WLZXX says, will Daniel ever be willing to debate specific claims from the Quran, such as semen coming from the backbone of the man and ribs of the women?
I mean, these kinds of debates are stupid because whatever explanation is given, you're not going to accept. These atheists aren't going to accept those kinds of explanations. So very specific debates like that I don't find productive. Like I thought this kind of debate would be productive to talk about like skepticism and worldview of atheists as a collective. Those broader topics I find to be more interesting, or like science,
Why
like
is
the
Tom
value of science and evaluating
having to
religious
defend
texts.
all atheists?
Those are good debates, but
But
specific
Daniel
verses,
here
like,
doesn't
I don't
feel
know how
like he
useful
needs
that is.
to defend the Muslims at all.
T-Jump, is touching a baby on the hand with sexual intent wrong, even if it doesn't cause any harm? And if it is wrong, why, under an atheistic view?
Yes, because the baby didn't consent. So if the baby doesn't consent, it's a violation of its consent, and so it's immoral.
But the baby doesn't consent to being like held at all.
Yeah, so it'd be morally better if you didn't ever violate any consent ever. We have a
So never holding a baby is better?
If we had a perfect world where no violations of consent were required, so we could just give the baby everything it needed to be an adult like instantly, then yeah, that'd be better.
So mothers are immoral by carrying their babies.
No, we're pragmatic. So in a perfect world, if we didn't need to violate consent ever, that would be good. Babies don't have the ability to consent because they don't have the intelligence.
So why is that pragmatic? But if you touch with sexual intent the baby, that's morally wrong.
Because it's not pragmatic. So they're the opposite of pragmatic.
well, I think the person who is touching the baby thinks it's pragmatic. Just like
What do you think the word pragmatic means?
it's your definitions, man. I'm just going off of your definition and the words that you're using.
What does the word
You don't think
pragmatic
that you don't think that a mother holding a baby is morally good.
What does the word pragmatic mean? Let's show your own inconsistencies here again.
No, I'm just asking you questions. That's all.
Yeah,
You
I'm
don't feel
asking
like
you questions. You make statements like, "Oh, I think the child rapist thinks it's pragmatic." What do you think pragmatic means? Come
No,
on.
you define morality as imposition of will. So I'm just like drawing out the conclusions of that.
Yes. So imposing on the baby's will by touching them without consent is immoral. Yes.
This one from John Dobro says atheists are skeptics by definition. They are skeptical about the claim of God, in quotes. That is because there is no proof of God. Therefore, the laws should not be based on a God, right?
Yeah, so there are many policies within these liberal governments that are also not proven by scientific data. And sometimes they even contradict scientific data, yet there are laws that everyone abides by force. And
I think there's like a law in America, in one state, that you can't have ice cream on your back pocket.
So
how does that relate
objection
to
against
like,
atheists.
morals?
So like weed being illegal, it's all the data shows that that's wrong and is bad, but it's still illegal. So yes, there's definitely archaic laws that are bad, and it takes a while for the science to influence the laws to make them improve. It doesn't just happen overnight. So there are lots of laws that are bad and are scientifically proven to be false, and I agree with that, and we should change them.
You got it. This one coming in from, do appreciate your questions. Raise 174. Daniel, what is the objective reason to listen to what God tells you? Is it just because it's objectively true that you will go to hell or be punished if you disobey?
I think that's the common ground, yeah.
No, the belief in God, like this is a big question about human behavior and human morality and human intuitions. So this kind of distinction between is and ought, this might be like a conceptual truth that is and ought are not the same thing. But when it comes to human psychology, is often is translated automatically by the brain into an ought. So, for example, the fact that people
there's
a king or someone with great authority, that is just a fact that someone has great authority. But humans translate that, like in many cultures,
authority
into I should submit to that authority, or I should respect that authority, or I should fear that authority. This is something that is proven again within the cognitive science of religion. And so that is of authority and someone who has great power, you should obey them or you should submit to them. That instinct is something that is universal. And that's why, that this is one of the explanations for why religious traditions have this concept of an all-powerful God and submitting to an all-powerful God. It's something that matches.
By the way, I got 2 of these armbands for you. If you want one, I'll send
across
them over.
history and geographic space.
So because
I
it has
got
a big
some
stick,
props.
It's a big stick, that's why.
Says, Brother Daniel, in your opinion, why do atheists
Plates.
resort to moral subjectivism in their
Transmog, yeah.
Welton Shawm?
Maybe you have this one already. Because you
Is that from me or Tom?
That's, they said, Brother Daniel.
Why do they? I think that a lot of atheists that are online maybe appeal to subjectivism in this kind of inconsistent way. Like they want to criticize Islamic morality on an objective basis, but then when you press them on trying to justify their morality, they suddenly, very conveniently, are subjectivists. I think that's what explains it, because they can't really appeal to scientific facts to back up their moral commitments. So they just throw up their hands and say, oh, morality is just like liking ice cream or liking Harry Potter. That's, I think, the sociological explanation for subjectivism in general. But again, when you look at brain scans, when you look at how atheists actually talk, when you do these polls, you see they walk and they talk like moral objectivists, but they want to claim that they're not.
It's because most of them were religious, and they thought that they were brought up being taught that you need to believe in God to believe in objective morality. and they were never taught that it's possible to believe in objective morality without a God. So when they became atheists, they then kept that intuition and became moral subjectivists. That's why it's so popular among non-philosopher atheists.
Yeah, this is a product of their culture and their upbringing, indoctrination, basically.
This one
Yes.
from Raise174 says, Daniel, what about the HOLO cost makes it morally worse than the hell of your God that someone may be sent to? Is there a better answer than, quote, God does it, so
What
it's okay?
the fuck?
God does it. What was the HLO? Is that hell?
No, just a word that I
Well,
don't want
like
YouTube to pick up on
HOLO.
unnecessarily. HOLOCAUST. It's a word that you
Yeah, okay, I got it. So is it... I still don't understand what the question was.
They're saying, why is hell
Bruh.
not
Well, I rolled hour
worse
hitbox for that.
to that
That's an
degree?
oof.
And they want an answer other than, as they quote it, they say, other than, quote, God did it, so it's okay.
Well, I think the understanding of that historical event was that that was unjust. But when God punishes, it's based on justice, perfect justice. It's not just arbitrary ad hoc genocide. That's the moral distinction.
You got it. This one from Zio Levi's. Let me know if I say this right. They say, Tom, mind is a product of blind process under atheism, so why should we trust it?
Because blind processes can lead to true facts. So the fact that something comes about by a blind process doesn't mean that it's false. It's a pure motive fallacy. So the fact that, like, for example, we could have a process like natural selection that selects out for false facts and selects true facts. Therefore, you have a reason to believe the facts because there's a system that selects for true facts.
This one from DL says, if a human views a face in a bush due to intuitional survival, it doesn't mean that a face is actually there. Can't the same be said of God, Daniel?
Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's there. It also doesn't mean that it's not there. So there's more than just intuitions to justify belief in God.
This one from Bitter Truth says, child marriage, let's see. Just basically, this is basically a duplicate question, Bitter Truth. Famo TV says, Tom, you mentioned people marrying young in Afghanistan, yet you have zero problem with people changing their gender or taking on prostitution because it's quote-unquote their right and we shouldn't interfere with their autonomy.